Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Today I'm going to actually show you how I created this look, which is the purple smoky eye look. It's a special for Valentine's Day, but that's not to say that you can't wear it on a date night or a night out with your friends. And who's got to say that you've got to dress up for Valentine's Day? You can actually specially dress up for yourself. The whole point of dressing up is to make yourself feel good, so it doesn't really matter about how or where when you dress up. Comment below and let me know first of all how you found and what you thought about this look, and if there's anything else that you'd like to see, comment below as well. Right, to start off with, I used my Rimmel London Primer. It's in the Fix and Perfect, it's called. So I just applied it, stabbed it across my face and used it just like a moisturiser. I quite like this one because it sets the makeup really well. I think all the makeup sticks to it nice and it doesn't irritate my skin. And the other great thing about it is that it's actually quite cheap. It's about $4.99, so it wasn't expensive. And then once I'd applied the primer, I used the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation in the shade Cream Chamois. I think I've pronounced that right. I think it's number 7 on the shade side. I used the applicator that comes along with it to dab it across, and then I used a foundation brush just to go over, so apply it with the foundation brush. I think I got this foundation brush from Amazon. Again, I found that it was quite a inexpensive brush, so and it done a really good job, to be honest. I used a small makeup sponge just to go over the areas again, and particularly the eye area bits where you can't get the foundation. I then used the Urban Decay potion, I think it's called, yeah, to set my eyeshadow. So basically just sort of applied it with my fingertips to both sides of my eyes. So that was just so that the eyeshadow sits nice and nicely on there, really. And then I used the Beauty, I think it's called actually, the Body Shop eyeshadow. It was in the shade Eye Shimmer. It's like a white silvery shade. I kind of wanted to have that at the bottom because I wanted to go for like the like I said, I was going for like more of a shimmery shade, like a purple smoky shimmery shade, so the focus was going to be on the eyes. I think I applied a little bit too much on the right side, so I went in and blended it quite a bit, and yeah, so I blended it really well on both of the eyes before I applied the next shade. So just carried on blending. I quite like this this Body Shop. I thought the colour was quite nice and popping, and it has really pigmented as well. Then I used the Kiko purple eyeshadow in, I think it was in it was actually called the colour Sapphire. And with this one, again, I found it quite pigmented. I used a angled brush, eyeshadow brush, and applied it all across my eye, so just covering the Body Shop eyeshadow that I had already applied. So just went over it, really, just dabbed it, as you can see me dabbing it across, and make sure that the whole eye area is covered. And then I used my blending brush to blend it all in, so just back and forward strokes. So going from the front to the back of the eye, so just so that you can see the colours coming through. And I did that same with the second eye. And you can see the colour coming out. I used the Naked Palette 3 and the Urban Decay Naked Palette 3 is one of my favourites, and I love the colours in that. So I used the shade Buzz to apply in the transition, so just in the middle of the eye, just to, this shade's like a pinky goldy shade, so just so that I gave it the eye more sort of like a definition. So again, blended that. So, and then I used the, again, Naked 3 palette Blackheart shade. I love this shade. It's like a purple and black shade. So because I was going for the smoky eye look, I didn't want to go for like too dark. Although it's a nice black, it's like got a purple shimmer to it. So I applied that on just on half of the crease and on the outer corner. So I kind of like went in, did a triangle shape on the outside using a arched eyebrow brush, and then using the blending brush I just blended that all in again. So blend it really well. So again, forward and backward strokes. So just keep blending until you get that colour right. And because I felt that there wasn't enough black there, so I just went back in and reapplied it a little bit more again, giving it more definition. So yep, blend as much as you can. And then for the brow bone, I used the shade again from the Naked 3 palette called Trick, just to give it a little bit more of a definition at the top. And for my eyebrows, I used I just penciled those in with the Rimmel eye pencil. I really like the Rimmel eye pencil. It's just nice and basic, and like because I'm trying to grow my eyebrows out, I just penciled those in a bit. For my eyeliner, I used the L'Oreal in Black Super Couture, it's called. I love this one. It's super easy to apply. It's got like a lovely brush with it. I use my to apply my eyeliner, I always start from the inner corner and then go towards the outer corner, and I always add like more if I need more. I didn't go too heavy on the eyeliner because I wanted to focus on the eyeshadow, and I didn't want to be like too much with my eyes. So I did the same with the second eye, and then just reapplied a little bit more, just to give it more definition. I always tend to do my eyes before I do the rest of my face. So to highlight, I use again, I think I quite like the L'Oreal products. I use the L'Oreal the Touche Magic True Match, and it was in the shade Rose Beige. Yeah, so again, I thought this went really well with my skin. To apply the highlighter, what I usually do is apply like a little triangle shape just underneath my eyes, down the side of my nose. And with this highlighter, it comes up with like you open it and it's like a brush. So you sort of like the highlighter sort of comes out in like a liquidy form, and then I applied at the forehead, around my face, so like on my Cupid's bow, and then like underneath my chin, and then like applied quite a bit actually across the cheeks, because I quite like my concealer more than I like my foundation, to be honest. I think it gives more of a glowy look, and I like the dewy look rather than the matte look. I then went in with the Kiko contour stick. It's like it's a cream shade. It wasn't that dark. I found that it applied really nice, but I found that it's not as dark as I wanted it to be. So what I did with this is, for those of you who've got a small forehead, you might want to skip the forehead contouring. But what I did is I've got a medium sort of forehead, so I did do a little bit of shading at the top. For my cheeks, I did it just below my cheekbone and on the sides of my chin, and I then used the Kiko Beauty blender while it's damp and applied it all across my face. So like just sort of blending it all through in. So yeah, I used that. So blend. Yep, and the top as well. And then for what I felt was that I didn't have enough contour going on, so because I found that the stick again wasn't that dark, I sort of went in again with the Kiko contour stick, so I just sort of did it slightly more darker, so applied more so that I get more definition. So again I reapplied at the bottom of my, just underneath my cheekbones again, so I did most of the contouring there, just a little bit across the sides of my chin. So, and then like I went across to my nose and my forehead again as well. I don't like contouring the top part of my forehead much. And I always do the tip of the nose as well. I then used a contour brush which I got from Amazon. I liked it because of the gold bit to it, and I just liked it. I just liked the way it looked, and to be honest, when I used it I found it quite great. I found it amazing, to be honest. Like I love the way it blended everything in. So yeah, blended it all in nicely. And then using my Sleep palette, which comes in 3 shades really. It comes in fair, medium and dark, and I use the fair shade because it's got like the whole contour kit in it. It's got the highlight and the contour. I didn't actually use the contour, but I used the blusher from this kit, and I love this blusher because it's got like a goldy pinky tone to it, so it kind of like accentuates my cheekbones more. So I used that across the apples of my cheeks and just below my temple, sorry. So I think I did I applied it a little bit and then reapplied a little bit more just to give it more definition, just so that the contouring stands out more. I always make a funny face when I'm applying blush. Looking back on it, it looks so funny. I use the number 7 eyelash colour just to give my eyelashes a little bit more definition before I apply the mascara. I didn't apply false eyelashes for this look because, again, like I said, because I'd done quite a bit on the eyes, I didn't want to overdo it. I like to be able to go out just wearing the mascara, and I like this mascara that I used anyway. So, which was, I actually used, I think, the Maybeline Mascara in the Falsies Volume Express. I applied a 1 coat at the top first, and then I went over it again because I always do 2 coats on my top lashes, and then I always do 1 coat on the bottom as well. Never ever miss out the bottom part of your lashes. It's always good to put a little bit of mascara on them as well. It makes your eyes stand out. So yeah. Yeah, so I did the second eye again twice. And then I used the MAC Whirl lip liner. I love that lip liner, and the MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick. I used the liner to apply just across outside of my lips, and then I also shaded using the Whirl MAC liner as well because I like that shade on my lips anyway. And then I mixed it with Velvet Teddy. I wanted to go for like the nude look on my lips, just so that it went with the eyes. I love all the other shades of nude in MAC as well. And then for my hair, my hair's already curly, so I just used some bobby pins to sort of put my hair half up. And for this look, what I did is I pulled the top part of my hair, like a section, and then like pushed it a little bit forward and popped the bobby pins, like about 3 or 4 in it, so just to give it a little bit of a lift, so just so that it looks a bit like a little quiff. And then pulled some of my hair forward, and there you have it. That was my finished look. Hope you like that. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe.
I could be chasing time would be wasted. They got nothing on you. Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you. Nothing on you. Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you. They might say hi, and I might say hey.